Okay, guys, got a short video for you right here that I want to show you. Do you guys remember the big Nevada shooting that went on? It was a country line dancing shooting, and it was supposed to have been a gunman at the top of one of the buildings. I can't remember exactly how many people it was died, but it was a lot, 60, 70, 80 some. I could look a little further right here if I read into it. But this is kind of old news to me, but I thought I would bring it up to you guys. And it's the perfect way to show you guys, too, how this sigil magic works. Because you see, the occult, they cover up things with stories. When you see a big story break like this, you can start looking around for the real story. And I knew that this was covering something up when it happened. And the bigger that it is, usually the bigger the story that's being covered up. What was going on at the time, just a few weeks or a few days before this, there was a lot of talk about Ron White finding the Ark of the Covenant, okay? And I said to myself, well, they're not going to want this being made to the public, being made known. They're going to have to either debunk it or try to trash it as not being right or make some type of falsified story. They're going to have to distract the public. They're going to have to do something. So when this happened, this great big shooting in Nevada, and it hit the tabloids and got everybody's attention, I was like, okay, they're right now trying to get everybody's attention on this and away from the fact that Ron White found the Ark and was dragging it out from underneath the earth. And actually, probably the Zionists probably took it from him and shut him up. That's what my guess is, because we haven't heard anything else about that since then. I mean, have you guys heard anything at all about the Ark of the Covenant? I sure haven't. And I know at one point in time they were saying he found it. They were saying it. And I'll look at it here in a minute, and maybe I can find you a quick article on it. I know I got it on here. But I got to looking at some numbers. And, you know, you got to understand how the occult works, guys. They encode things to one another in these news articles and stuff. They run the media. I've tried to tell you that. The Tribe of Dan, the Zionist Masonic cult, they run the media. And they run the tabloids. They run it all. So, they're big on numbers, too, geometry of numbers. You see this Melissa Ayala, 41? Which this number that she's got, that means a whole lot within itself. Or this name. But this 41, it give it away. Now you have to remember, these people were the chariot warriors of Greece, and they use a lot of stuff in terms of Greek terminology. So let's go over here and see what 41 translates into here in Greek. Hang on. Well, what do we have here? Thus represents an 84-degree arc. And after it means 1/2. So that it means 84.5 inches into the next column. And we see it meaning, and then you got 80 plus 41. And then you got half of that in terms of the width. People, this right here, what I just found on that 41, which you can see 41 in Greek means, this is encoded the dimensions of the box of the ark. It's what it is. See, this is how they do their stuff, man. This is how they get by. It's ways, guys, that you all don't understand. And when I try to explain it to you, people dismiss it as crazy. But you have to have the eyes to see this stuff. This is the dimensions of your Ark of the Covenant right here. 80 plus 41 divided by 60 plus 33. This is the dimensions of the box of the Ark of the Covenant. I promise you it is. That's how quick I found this, because my lamp is full of oil, guys. Let's see here if I can find you all something on that real quick. Hang on. May be able to. Heck, I've got it here somewhere, but I've got a news article on that of Ron White. And what I'll do is this next video that I got coming up, I'll put it in it. But yeah, it's something else, guys. I mean, how that they encode their stuff, and it's ways that you guys don't understand. Because let me give you a little bit of an insight to this. Here's one thing that happened, and you can either believe it or not. The Illuminati was founded by Adam Weishaupt, and he was walking down the street in Bavaria, Germany, and they had been plotting a lot of things against the Bavarian government. And he had the material papers in his pockets, or in his coat pockets rather. And a bolt of lightning hit him going down the road. Killed him dead. And the Bavarian authorities found all that conspiracy paperwork where he was conspiring to infiltrate the Bavarian government with the Illuminati. And so when the rest of the people that was left, that was part of the conspirators, you know, that was working with Adam Weishaupt, when they saw this happen, they said, we're going to have to start communicating in a different way so we can never be caught like this again. We could never be caught red-handed with paperwork at hand like this ever again. And so this is how they've come up with this. Stuff like this. And you really have to have the eyes to see this stuff, man. You got to know what you're looking for. You got to be full of the Holy Spirit, guys. It's what it all boils down to. And a little bit of help with a little bit of the right blood lineage too, I think helps too. But I just thought I would give you a little bit of an insight as to what it takes to see these things. I see it all the time. I'll tell you what the perpetrators are doing right now, if you really want to know. What they're doing is they're speaking in English amongst us, but they mean what they mean in Greek. And I sit and listen to them all the time, guys. You might see a carpet or a mattress commercial right there off of one of these big elites that owns that right there, and you might just be thinking they're trying to sell you a mattress or something, and I might be sitting there listening to them saying that they're going to put the slaves, the dogs, in a coffin. You want to know the truth about it? I'm not making it up. These are you big elitist people. They own everything right now. They've infiltrated your politics. They've infiltrated your churches. I mean, in your churches right now, when one of these big preachers goes around and says, you need to be living and loving for the Son of God. You sure he ain't talking about the Son God S-U-N? Because I sit and listen to them all the time, guys. And you all just sit there, man, like a group of sheep. And I'm like, oh my God. It's criminal what they're doing to these people. It's the same stuff that Jesus seen the Pharisees doing to the people, and he didn't like it. It's the same stuff happening all over again, guys. I mean, I'm a descendant of the Merovingian kings, so I sit back and I listen to this stuff. And I see them saying that, love the Son of God. And I know they're sitting there talking about the Son God, S-U-N. And everybody's just sitting there with their hearts just all filled up and everything. And I'm like, oh, brother, I don't know what to do. You can't, you can't hardly tell anybody anything because they just, I don't know. But it's hard to sit back and watch them just do what they do, man. They just play you guys for a fool. Bill Gates, man, Bill Gates pays you off for a fool. Sits back and says he's going to do what the WHO tells him to do right there. The World Health Organization, he don't really mean the WHO like the WHO World Health Organization. He means the WHO like the big Moloch owl at the Bohemian Grove, okay? And none of you sees it, and he just sits there and smiles at you. Oh, brother, it's so sickening. But anyway, thank you for watching my video, and I got that other one coming up that I'm going to show you some some stuff that you haven't seen anybody else do. All right.